Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Wrestleslam's podcast, Royal Rumble Predictions. Happy New Year, and welcome back to our channel. We've had a very, I won't say relaxing break because we've all had a few ups and downs over the break, but we've had a bit of a break, time to regroup, refocus, and get ready for 2022, and we are here for it. And what better way to start off than with the Wrestleslam podcast, which, by the way, is the only place for your news, reviews, boos, and St. Louis, which is where we are this weekend for the Royal Rumble, the 35th Royal Rumble. How do you win? Well, 30 men, 30 women will be put into their separate matches. Eliminate your opponent over the top rope, and both feet must hit the floor. Are you raring for it, lads?
It'll be the most interesting one in a year, to be fair.
Yeah, it's probably the best card. It's probably the best Royal Rumble card in, say, 3, 4, 5 years now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, definitely. The matches, not even the Rumble. You're right, yeah, not even the Rumble, the matches, because, half the Rumble hasn't even been announced, but looking from a card point of view, buzzing, and it's my favourite, outside of the Mania, just because of the whole theatrics involved with it, the production, it's my favourite pay-per-view, hands down.
Oh, steady now, you can't use that. Not pay-per-view anymore.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry about that. Premium, take my money.
Unless you've got dodgy channels, then it's free.
Stop dodgy channels, we never heard of them, stop it. With that, guys, before we crash straight into Royal Rumble, bit of news this week. Very good, very evil. Very nice, very evil news this week. Our man, Danhausen, is AEW housing. Lads, on a scale of 1 to infinity, how happy are we for Danhausen?
I think it's brilliant, but it was just very random how it was done.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether it was like he was going to pull a Bella Twin out. You know what I mean?
I blame R-Truth. If he hadn't come out on that table during the 24/7 spot last year, that he could have done that. That would have been better. He could have done Undertaker sit up off the table or something, but he pulled him out with a chair instead.
Yeah, they're talking to Titus. It's still under there. And Hornswoggle all having a lovely little seance underneath it. But super, super happy for him and can't wait to see how it goes. I think Danhausen was probably, I think anyway, maybe an AEW, whether they'll take him in a different direction. But I think he is the Stardust that we always wanted, but so much more, if that makes sense, So best of luck to him. Absolutely thrilled for him. Yeah. In other news this week as well, because we'll be overtaken by WWE / Disney in a few minutes. Tell me, CM Punk and MJF is finally going to happen. Matt, who's taking it?
You know what? It's been a long time coming. They've been teasing it for so long. Since they did an all right promo, trying to be sarcastic, going nowhere. I feel like that they're gonna try and do something with. I'm hoping for Wolo at this point. Are we gonna actually see Wolo interfering and actually end up costing MJF the match, or are we actually gonna see a decent match between MJF and CM Punk? Because I feel like the winner will move on and actually. I want to say face Adam Hangman Page for the title, but I that's where I kind of would like to see if MJF wins, great, because I feel like he needs to get another title run. But if CM Punk wins, great as well. Can see him going for the title run, but I can't see him actually winning the title. Sorry, Mick. At the moment, I've always been a fan of this rivalry. I can't wait to see how it turns out. So many possibilities that could happen. So let's roll on to that match.
Excellent. Mick, CM Punk advocate, how are you fixed for this?
But there's no way CM Punk's losing in Chicago in his first major feud since he joined AEW. It's just not happening. He'll win, hopefully clean, and I think after that, MJF is going to try him. He'll be embarrassed probably, and he'll probably try everything to get CM Punk back in the ring. And what I would like to see is CM Punk lays down the trials of MJF, or the labors of MJF. And he has to fight whoever to try and get his hands on CM Punk. And because I'll give MJF good, not only will give MJF a lot of TV time on Dynamite and Rampage, it'll buff up his win-loss record even further to do the belt afterwards, and I think he'll probably beat CM Punk at Revolution then, and then they're 1-on-1, and you can save that blow-off match for way further down the line. That's what I do, but I'm not Tony Khan, so let's wait and see. But I just can't see CM Punk losing in Chicago to pretty much anyone, like, to be honest.
Well, this is it, and it's like, will they go like all in the heel with MJF and have CM Punk a super baby face and MJF goes over? I like the way, and of course, look, CM Punk losing Chicago's something that's like completely unrealistic. But lads, so was CM Punk coming back to wrestling, so anything's possible. Do you know? So which is pretty cool. So I kind of like that we're guessing.
Just before we go on there, Jerry's going to be joining us. He's just logged on. Yeah. Just there, so
there he is.
He's a one-man band. What's up, boss?
What's just trying to get info as always.
Absolutely. We were just chatting there about CM Punk and MJF. That is finally going to happen, so we're mad excited for it.
Yeah, I think Punk's losing.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
Me too.
Yeah, I think it's happening.
If it was me, I'd have the match last 2-3 seconds and that's it.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
Punk's losing, guys.
Oh my God.
I would do a Brock Hurt thing with Sean Spears pretending to be him somehow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're all going to be so fucking disappointed.
I don't know. Anything can happen. I think Wardlow's going to be involved in it somewhere down the line. He has to get involved. Whether he
that'll be at the pay-per-view
after the match. I think he might actually cost MJF the match. But not accidentally on purpose. Like.
That old chestnut. We loves a bit of shenanigans here in Wrestleslam. We do.
Yeah.
Tell me, guys, we are cruising straight into St. Louis in Missouri, where Randy Orton is billed from. I'm just throwing that out there. Tell me, we're going to go straight in with the card. I hope you've got your predictions ready. I'm going to throw out a prediction, okay, to a few of us, and let me know what you think, okay? So, opening up, which I think is, I'm not sure if is there a pre-show kickoff this year?
Not yet, but they did announce something, surely.
It's normally quite last minute, isn't it?
They'll probably bring back for more or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Tell me, Alpha Academy and RK Bro, right? I think this is where we see the end of RK Bro. I think Alpha Academy are going to retain. Phil, what you think?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
I think that's the only way we can move forward with it.
Yeah, they're definitely the end of RKO. I know by the way they're talking all week, and like Randy absolutely loves him. He said he's probably one of the only guys he'd work with, like in the sense of like we never expected Matt Riddle to work with Randy Orton, but yeah, it's the end of it. I think Rumble is definitely the end. I think we might see him feud up to Mania, which will be interesting. I think it'll be a good match. So yeah, I think they're losing definitely.
No. Surely it's RIP RK Bro, isn't it? Surely.
Yeah.
We'd like to think so.
Yeah.
Guys, from that, we're going straight into our mixed tag match. You know yourselves. We have Miz and Maurice versus hashtag Betty Biceps and Edge. Yeah. So surely enough, this is a showcase for Edge and hashtag Betty Biceps.
I care. Not really. I'm sure they love it as a couple. Like, it's great that they're getting to fight, wrestle together, and probably good for Miz's, whatever he's left to do for their TV show, whatever it is probably going to do numbers behind the scenes for that. But I don't really care about this match. But I'm pretty sure Mage and Beth are going to win it.
Yeah.
It's nice that it's built that they're both like Hall of Famers. Do you know what I mean? That they're both like, a husband and wife Hall of Famer team, which is pretty cool.
More in 10 years than it does now.
For sure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I think it's more of a kind of a milestone thing. Yeah. And Miz and Maurice are the perfect people to do it because they're just great heels. Simple as it. They're just so good. They're really, really good. Like,
winning. I think the Miz and Maurice are going to win for some reason. I don't know why. I just think they're going to win it.
You know what, Jerry? Do you think they're going to stretch it out and we're going to have another case of John Cena and Nikki Bella with the two of them at Mania?
I don't know.
Because we've 2 nights to film, remember?
Yeah, I really do think they're going to win. I really do. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I nearly put my And then he put money on it. Like, I just
The only thing is Edge and AJ teased fighting each other the other day.
Yeah, there was a bit of a speculation about that, and as you said, there was a bit of a tease. Oh, let's see how that one turns out. Coming in strong to you, Matt. Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. Talk to me.
Bobby Lashley's gonna win. Hands down. I'm
I
gonna have
agree.
to say this. Yeah, really? I'm going to go with Bobby Lashley in this one. I mean, like, I know that we've been, like, hearing this actually for so long. Oh, we're going to get Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. And now it's actually happened. We're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm pulling for Bobby Lashley. I feel like Roman, I'm going to probably mention this later on with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, but I feel like Roman might get interfered somewhere, or even the Usos is going to get involved in somewhere and cost Brock Lesnar, and Bobby Lashley's going to win this one. And, probably Bobby Lashley wins, maybe even face Big E at WrestleMania. So we pretend the whole Brock Lesnar title run never happened. They just gave him the title because he's Brock Lesnar. So I know that everyone says maybe Brock Lesnar is going to eat Bobby Lashley because, he ate a deer. So I think he can eat Bobby Lashley. I feel like, so I'm going to be bold, give the pull with Bobby Lashley in this one. Can see him winning this. And because I know a lot of people's going with Brock Lesnar, but Bobby might actually pull through.
I think their match might follow Roman and Seth down the card. And I think that Roman might cost him the title because Brock is due back on SmackDown, isn't he? In February. So it will be an ideal time for him to drop the title. Where that leads Bobby to is anyone's business, but it strengthens the feud for Brock and Roman Reigns further down the line. Mickey, you with Bobby on this?
Yeah. I think it's the only way. I think it's the only way that Reigns and Brock get together at Mania with the title. I think either Reigns or Brock are definitely losing a title. One of them's losing a title that night. And do you trust WWE to let Reigns drop a title? No.
Not a chance, man.
No. So yeah, and you know what, man? I was saying it for pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view for every Wrestling preview we do. WWE will not and should not ruin Reigns' mystique by having him drop a title at any point, even before Mania. Like, it was all the hard work they've done to building this brand new character out of him would just be out the window. So I just can't see it happening. And I think Reigns needs to look as strong as he can going into Mania as well in order to be as viable against Brock as possible. And the best way to do that is to beat someone he hasn't beaten before, which is Seth Rollins. So it's got to be Reigns, I think. Reigns to keep the title and Brock to lose.
Nah, I think Seth is beating Roman because of Brock, and I think Roman will go on and win the Elimination Chamber, go on to beat Brock, because Brock's going to be gone after WrestleMania, so it's going to be Brock against Roman. Roman can't stay undefeated. Like, who's going to beat him after Brock at WrestleMania? Like, I think he'll go in and beat Brock. Brock will go off, and Roman will start a new title reign then for whatever time they decide to beat him. Like. But I think Brock will cost Roman.
For a year until The Rock comes in.
So Seth going into WrestleMania was the plan, before everything changed at day one. Like, Seth was beating Big E then. Like, so Seth going in the WrestleMania champion, brings the Universal Championship over to Raw, and Brock brings the WWE title over to SmackDown, and then Roman becomes WWE champion at WrestleMania, and whoever's facing Seth, whoever wins the Rumble, is probably facing Seth then.
I think it leaves room as well for a further feud with them a little bit down the line when Brock does finish up, because that's a second kick in the teeth after the heist of the century. That now he has beaten Roman. Obviously now, it was the triple threat then, but the fact that if he beats Roman,
can you imagine how arrogant a prick Seth Rollins will be after beating Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
His laugh
is the best.
Why the brilliant? I defeated Roman. No, Roman can't beat me, and all these fucking chumps on Raw will never beat me. Like, eventually.
And all this spiritual fucking messiah shit. It's like whatever it is, but there is nothing better than heel, arrogant, dickhead Seth Rollins. He's just so good at it with the whole nasally laugh and everything, 100%. So surely, yeah, exactly. A close second to Ted DiBiase, but no.
I think one question I got with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, but wasn't there a third fella with them in their little group, or am I going mad? Huh?
Kurt Angle was it?
Kurt Angle, that's who it was. That's it.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Manchester.
Kurt Angle. It was Scott Steiner.
Triple H was for a house
Man.
show.
I fucking wish it was Scott Steiner.
Thinking of you.
I wish they all come out in chainmail.
Oh, Big E was supposed to be in the show.
Oh man.
Unreal. From that,
Do you think,
Jerry C, I'm coming straight at you. Becky and Doudrop. We know how you feel about this heel Becky. She's surely going over on Doudrop. Double D is not getting it.
Gonna have to, yeah. I don't think Doudrop's gonna win this one. I mean, she's doing. I wouldn't say she's doing well on Raw, but she actually is getting there. I mean, to me, she's always going to be Vicky Davin at this point. I'm hoping that they're going to turn her back into that character that we all love instead of fucking Doudrop. But you have to go with big time Bex. We said vocally, do not like the heel turn of Becky Lynch, but can't see Doudrop winning this, unfortunately. So
yeah. Jerry, do you agree?
Yeah, I think look, if Ronda Rousey doesn't come out in the Royal Rumble, so like it's all lumped at the time, and I think the Rumbles will be the last matches. But I just have a feeling that Becky's going to keep that belt until Ronda comes back.
Yeah.
And I believe Ronda's coming back because the rumors, when you see rumors on major outlets, there's definitely something happening. They're trying to get the ratings up. So Becky's going to keep the belt, and we're going to probably see Ronda come out in the Rumble. Like, I think her baby now is a couple of months old.
September, about 4 months.
September, yeah.
But she's an animal though. She's training since.
Oh my God! I say she sneezed and it popped out. She's a beast, like.
Yeah, like Ronda, we've seen a different Ronda, like in the documentaries and stuff. She's actually a girl that likes to live away from the spotlight and stuff. But she loves wrestling, and I think Ronda's going to come back. I think Becky's going to keep the belt, and I think, look, you're talking at a main event. That's going to be a main event. Like, this could be up there with with Reigns and Lesnar. Like, that's so big of a main event it could be. That's what's going to happen, in my opinion. And just prior to that, like I actually believe, lads, that Brock and Roman are both going to drop their belts at Rumble.
Could happen, yeah.
Jesus, Jerry can't drop a pipe bomb like that and not elaborate. What?
Yeah, no, they're both. I think they really are. I think it's their match alone is bigger than any belt. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
agree.
I
agree.
It's like
Oh my God.
I seen Lesnar back at the living the shit out of Roman Reigns in New Orleans, and I was watching it live, lads, and watching it live to watching it on fucking TV is two different things.
Yeah.
And you only hear the crowd reaction.
But
Like,
even their match in Saudi Arabia there a few months ago was good.
Oh no, but New Orleans was something that I'd never experienced. Like, I didn't know what was going on. Like, you're waiting for the action replays, and you're like, I'm actually fucking here. And then you're like, do you know what I mean? I remember Tim Cronin and myself were just like it looked like he was fucking killing them. Like, the fans were just booing and just fucking finish him Brock. Like, people didn't like Roman at the time and stuff. But I seriously believe Bobby and Seth are walking away with them belts.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jerry. That feud doesn't need a title. We've said it before on Wrestleslam podcast. That feud, it's money without titles. So it would be pure entertainment if they both dropped their titles. It would just be.
Yeah.
I think I'd be gobsmacked.
The internet would blow up.
Oh my God! I think the Macau would blow up.
Just moving back. I absolutely love Doudrop. I don't like the name.
Yeah.
I was pissed off. That was on the podcast last year that we didn't like the name. She's a lovely girl from Scotland. She's fucking surpassed. Like people were writing her off for years and stuff. But look, I hope she does win. The championship down the road. I think she will. Yeah, but Becky ain't dropping it.
But there's a whole thing with her which annoys me because there's a real good story to her background.
Unbelievable story, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, people can relate to that, like, who have illnesses and stuff like that. So it's just, I don't understand why she has to change her whole persona. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, we all said about the Doudrop character. I don't see that character lasting long, to be honest. Look, I still not one for the name, but I said it before. She's making it work on Raw, so she is getting recognition. Like, so, as a fan of her a long time, I'm proud of her. even with a shitty name. But anyway.
I fear for her after the Rumble. I really, really do.
Yeah.
And Phil made a really, really good point as well. We know WWE historically are so afraid of different, and they don't know how to book different, which, as you say, is such a shame with what she goes through on a daily basis. It's such an opportunity to showcase it in such a positive light of what you can do when maybe not all the cards are dealt in your favor. You know,
do a 24 episode on her for half an hour, and you'll see what everyone will see.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think it should blow up a storm.
Yep.
Lads, speaking of blowing up a storm, we are here arriving at our women and men's Rumble match. All the excitement. Now, to be fair for both of them, there isn't like, you know, a couple of things. Like a lot of surprises were announced and we were like, fucking surprised, like, do you know what I mean? So that was a bit shite, but like there's still quite a lot of names to be announced, so there must still be some surprises. But I mean, I have a feeling that it might be a few. We all know there's going to be space fillers. So proud of the inspiration. So proud of the inspiration. I'm sorry, we're way too busy and fabulous to take part in your little Rumble. Come on, girls, come on. Absolutely. Guys, men's Rumble. Talk to me.
Mick,
who's winning the men's Rumble? We've shocked them.
It's hard, man. It's hard. I think it's probably one of the harder Rumbles to predict because there's a lot of different there's a lot of different angles you can go with. My first thought was Big E because I think of everybody there in the Rumble. I think he would get probably the best crowd reaction of all the named people in the Rumble to win it. I think AJ Styles is due a big win, and this could be a good one for him. You know, and if Rollins wins at the Rumble, I mean Styles and Rollins at the WrestleMania, come on, it's a money match. It would be an amazing match. But ultimately, I think that Brock Lesnar is probably going to win because he's going to lose his own title match, and he'll probably just be number 30 or something like that, and just eliminate everyone at the end. So I'd say probably Brock Lesnar because I think WWE are afraid to book it any other way. I think. So
you might pull a Becky and take someone out and just take their place, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you could just as easily say the same thing about Reigns. Like if Brock wins and Reigns loses, then maybe Reigns can win the Rumble as well.
No.
We still have nightmares of when he won. I'm still not right.
I know.
None of us were right after that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I know. But it's different circumstances. It's horses for courses. It's a different Roman Reigns, and I think the crowd view Roman Reigns as a different guy now. So I don't think it would be the disaster that it was when he actually did win it the last time. But I still can't see Reigns losing at the Rumble. But I can definitely see Brock losing at the Rumble. So I'm going to go with Brock to win the Rumble.
Super. Phil, who's winning the men's?
I love AJ Styles.
But my heart wants Styles.
It would be brilliant if it was him. But I reckon it could be Brock again.
Okay.
It just seems to be fading to like a Brock or Big E, one or the other. Although if I was booking, I'd have Bronson Breakker win.
Can you imagine if Braun Breaker enters the Rumble at like number 22 and then number 23 Scott Steiner? That is the world I want to live in. That's the world I want to live in.
Well, surely he wins it next year at least.
They're building him for sure. They'll have to keep going with them.
If they're not having a match at WrestleMania, I'm going to say AJ Styles. If he doesn't win it, obviously he's going to face AJ at WrestleMania. But I think AJ's done everything in WWE and except win the Royal Rumble and his debut at the Royal Rumble so iconic that it's only he hasn't got much time left in WWE. I don't think he'll be wrestling much longer. So I think this is one thing he has left to accomplish. I think he should win it and face Seth at WrestleMania, which will be epic.
True. Matt, who's winning the men's?
Yeah. So of course, if Biggie wins, brilliant. You probably actually said it better than me. I'm pulling for AJ Styles, like Jerry said, because he has done so much WWE as of not win the Royal Rumble. But I'm gonna go with two fellas that I feel like they need to get recognition. Of course, Finn Balor. I'm actually pulling for. Even if Seth Rollins wins the title, makes sense. I feel like Finn needs to have at least one more go at the title. Not just saying this as an Irishman or a Finn Balor fan. I'm just saying give him a chance. And a bold one, I'm going for him. You're going to put me in the loony house saying, has WWE pushed him yet? Has he been pushed yet? Cesaro. He won last year at WrestleMania.
Oh,
Let's see Cesaro win this. Look, I have a man crush on Cesaro. I want to give.
don't blame me.
So,
You kind of look like him there with it.
you think he's going to notice that? I mean, no, yeah. Thanks. Good. But yeah, Cesaro. I'm going to be the black sheep here. Just say I want to go with Cesaro. Just give him a chance, please. But anyway.
Nothing wrong with Cesaro. We all love Cesaro, and he deserves more than just his WrestleMania win over Seth Rollins. He just, we want him to have a good, decent run. But look, has the ship sailed? We're not sure. Jerry, who's winning the men's?
Yeah, AJ Styles, 100%. He's gone from Amis, like AJ's been kind of quiet the last year. Had an epic match with the Taker. Yeah, AJ definitely. He's got not like, I'd say roughly, 2-3 years left. I think he did sign a new contract, but I think he's when he's done, he's done. For me, AJ, and lads, look, I have a little tip off that Del Rio will be in the Royal Rumble.
Stop! No, don't want to hear it.
So yeah, look, that's
Stop,
the
Jerry.
AJ Styles, AJ Styles for me, yeah. And I think, look, I'd like to give a shout out to Kevin Owens. I think he deserves a good push. I hope he's in the final three. And I know Balor and Cesaro haven't been announced for the Rumble just yet.
No, not yet.
No.
Which is interesting. But look, Johnny Knoxville, it'll be interesting to see how he gets on.
I reckon it'll be the opening match.
Yeah, you could be right. I might open the card. Actually, let's start strong and see what happens. And they might set up a few bits for...
Any surprise entrants?
Yes. Firstly, you're all wrong with who's going to win because I know who's going to win. And how you didn't pick up on this, I will never, ever know. It's Veer. Do you not know that he's coming? No, it's Veer. Veer is winning the Royal Rumble. I'm just kidding. I think Montez Ford is going to be in the last four. I think this is because we got a little snippet of how he's going to be. So I think we could see Montez Ford in the last four. I think we might see Tony D in there.
Hey!
I think we might see, I
am here for Tony D. I am here for Tony D. I love him.
Maybe Grayson Waller and LA Knight as well might make an appearance, do you think?
I think a good shout is going to be Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
Did I hear something saying X-Pac the other day?
Whether he'll go to the main roster.
X-Pac, yeah. I heard X-Pac as well. Yeah. Man, but the person I want to see in that Rumble most out of anybody else, I actually said it to you during the week, is Ken Shamrock. Could you imagine the pop? Oh, I love it.
Huge.
Moose is rumored as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Lads, we're definitely in for a few surprises. And bold shout, Austin Theory. I think
going Austin Theory to eliminate Shane O'Mac.
Shane O'Mac won't be in the Rumble, but he'll go out and eliminate him and say, leave my dad alone. He's jealous of his fucking...
They're going to do like a hornswoggle with Austin Theory. He's going to be an illegitimate son.
You know what? I want to call this right now, but this would be unreal to say this. I know it's not going to happen. Johnny Gargano. You never know. He could show up. I'm just going to...
I don't know. She's due very soon.
She's due next week.
Yeah. He could show up, but she's due very soon. We have to move quickly on, guys, to the Women's Rumble. Tell me, love, who's winning the Women's Rumble?
Ronda.
Okie doke. Simple as. Phil, who's women? Who's women? Who's women, Phil? Who's winning the women?
It'll be Ronda, but I want it to be Bayley, so...
Yeah, Bayley's my choice as well. Mick?
Yeah. I'm torn between three because
Charlotte.
I have an idea of who I think will win it. I have the idea of who I think should win it, and I have an idea of who I want to win it. I mean, we all know Charlotte.
Any of them, Charlotte, Mick?
Yeah. In fact, all three of them are Charlotte. I think Charlotte's a really interesting. She's an interesting proposition in this Rumble. It would have been a cooler angle if she went into the Rumble and then got to choose her opponent afterwards. That would have been cool if she won. That would have been cool. But yeah, my heart wants Charlotte, of course. But who I think should win it, I think Bianca Belair should go back to back.
Really?
Absolutely, man. I mean, like, for all Bianca Belair's accolades, of course, she was a lot of our female wrestler of the year and everything like that. But if you look at Bianca Belair, she is not. I don't think the audience views her as on the same level as Becky Lynch or Charlotte, you know. And I think in order to get her up to that level, I think you need to keep building her up and keep getting accolades. You know, to be the first woman to go back-to-back Rumbles, you know, first person to go back-to-back since, who was it, Austin, I think. You know, just another accolade to build her up. And I think there's a great story you can tell with Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair rematch at Mania. You know, there's a built-in story there that could be really good. But obviously Ronda Rousey is probably going to win, so that's the end of that conversation.
But hopefully Becky might get an out elimination that sets her up for a big match. Or not Becky. Bianca Belair will get an elimination to set her up for a big match at WrestleMania.
Dude, Bianca Belair and Lita at Mania, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so fingers crossed that Bianca gets some kind of a good elimination that maybe builds her up for another strong match at Mania as well, because she's a showstopper. She could steal the show from whatever else happens at Mania for the women. There's 2 nights to fill after all. Jerry Collin, who's winning the women's?
Right, lads, listen to this, right? You're all going to look at me in the Macau Saturday night, Sunday morning and say, how the fuck did he know this, right? Or how did he predict this, right? Now, I was dazing in my front room the other day, right? I thought of a scenario. Now, 8 times out of 10 scenarios actually work for me, right? But listen, this is what's going to happen, right? So, final 3, right? Bailey eliminates Paige, right? Eliminates Paige. Ronda Rousey eliminates Bailey. Winner, Ronda Rousey.
Oh my God. Shut the front door.
Oh, I don't know. Can you bring Paige back and not let her win, though?
Watch.
You can.
Matt George, watch.
Watch.
Up to the bar. The code. Back on the drink.
It's weird because this women's match is gonna be full of surprises because they're like 18. Yeah.
Well, I spoke to Tasha just before I came on, and she kind of looked at me, and I mentioned the Royal Rumble, and he goes, "Is there any chance you're going to come out?" And she did not deny it one bit. Like, she just said, "Look, let's not get rumors going and stuff." But like, I have a feeling she's coming out. I reckon Impact are going to be heavily involved on this women's Royal Rumble. I won't say men's. I'd say a women's Royal Rumble.
I reckon Mickey James in the last 4.
Yeah, Mickey James will eliminate Charlotte.
That would be really good.
Or they'll eliminate each other.
I'd love that.
Do you think? I hate that. But do you think Mickey James will come out with the Knockouts title?
Yeah. Confirmed it.
The Forbidden Door will be like busted wide open.
She has to defend it at Mania.
She's coming out to her own music as well.
Hardcore Country?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be singing along.
Apparently they got the rights to use it. Her production company gave the rights for her to use it for Royal Rumble.
Also, expect Natalia 1 second and she's gone.
Yeah.
Another fucking record broken.
They're gonna do her breaking on the record. They're gonna do her dirt thing.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be pulling for one of my picks. Actually, is going to be Natalia. I feel like that.
2 seconds max.
Why is that though?
Because she's breaking a load of records recently.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna break it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, but I just think they don't have anything for her, and this is just something they're doing. I don't know.
Natalie. Who the fuck's Natalie? Who's Alice? Is Natalia your pick?
I'm gonna say Natalia because I'm holding on hope for her. Maybe same way as in like with Finn Balor and Cesaro, as I said before. WWE giving her a bit of a chance. She's been around for a good while. If she doesn't win, okay, sorry Natalia, but gonna have to go with Bailey because she was just about to go on a good title run rivalry with Brie Belair. Of course, she got injured and she was sidelined, but she's due to come back. So I'm gonna go with Bailey, and I'm gonna be bold here and say this. And I apologize, I mispronounced her name. It's been a while since I said her name Raquel Gonzalez, the NXT Women's Champion. I can see her
I
coming
I
back.
actually thought you were going to say
Farmer. Io Shirai is
She's
there.
my pick. No, I can see her coming in, winning the whole Rumble. They're gonna make up from the Karrion Kross innocence, bring over the NXT champion, and then use it as the powerhouse. I can see her winning the Royal Rumble. She will have the NXT title, and she'll be facing the main brand. So bold pick. I'm going with her on this one. So yeah, Natalia holding on hope, Bailey, Raquel Gonzalez. But something tells me that a feeling, and I'm gonna get disgusted if this happens, that Alexa Bliss is gonna win with the supernatural gimmick.
Hang on a minute. How many people are winning the Rumble here?
I was going to say that. You're like,
You picked 5 people.
there's no winners. Everybody took part, so you're all getting a medal. Fuck that shit. There's a winner. No, I didn't come here to get a fucking well done, you tried fucking medal. No way, mate. Give me the cup.
I'm just going ahead and say that this is my predictions. All right, leave me alone. Leave Matt alone.
I'm picking Linda McMahon.
Yeah, I go with that. I go with that.
Get out of the wheelchair. No thanks. Daddy.
Amazing.
Tell me, is there any chance Lita's going to eliminate Charlotte and set them up for Mania?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think that could happen.
yeah, I guess.
Is it beneath Charlotte? And that's no disrespect to Lita for a Mania
whole
match
fucking-
because
This
Lita
whole
can
fucking
still
Royal Rumble
go.
is beneath Charlotte, man. This whole Royal Rumble is beneath Charlotte.
Mate, this whole planet, she only visits us for occasions, for entertainment purposes, really, doesn't she?
Here's a question. Will Charlotte still be champion come WrestleMania?
What I would love is Cora Jade to eliminate Charlotte.
Would you?
I would. I'd like to see a Maven moment again. I haven't seen one of those in so long.
Oh, Maven's coming back. That's why. Oh, Maven spotted in St. Louis with The Undertaker.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
man. I would love that.
That would be so good. I'd like to see Io
Yeah.
Shirai eliminate Charlotte.
Like they can make someone by doing it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Mick, like, stop picking on Charlotte. Everyone's eliminating her.
Andrade's going to eliminate her. He's going to sneak in and eliminate her. You're coming with me. AEW.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's some
Yeah.
bold predictions there, lads, and some mad names floating around.
I think it's only fair to say that whoever eliminates Charlotte is going to be facing her at WrestleMania, though. That's not how they set up these things.
She has that taker thing, doesn't she? You know what I mean? She definitely has that taker presence that she could pull off,
Yes.
definitely like. Any other surprise names and faces?
For the women, Caitlyn.
Oh, Jerry's prediction of Paige. That's
Yeah, I like that one. Caitlyn.
Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Former
I think
Diva.
Trish
Oh,
Stratus.
yeah, sorry. You know what? You said Caitlyn, I thought Caitlyn Jenner, and I was like, what? Sorry.
It
No,
is
but
the
Jerry
Rumble.
could be
I
on.
remember Caitlyn, yeah.
Don't say it.
I think
PG
Paige.
show.
It's no one ever.
I think.
Place would erupt for her.
She
Yeah,
did a
yeah.
nice
I
thing
think,
with Sasha Banks. Do you remember when she was
Yeah.
there, like, wasn't it PCB, were there?
No, she was with Mandy Rose. No, she was with Mandy Rose, wasn't she?
She was Mandy Rose. Yeah. Did Sasha
With
Banks
Mandy
actually?
Rose.
Mandy Rose and someone
Sasha Banks was in a team with Tamina and
Sonya
someone.
Deville. And Becky.
Yeah,
It
Mandy.
was. It was Sasha Banks. There was like Team Bad. Who was it?
That was
Tamina.
Naomi.
and
Tamina.
Tamina.
Yeah.
There's nobody meaner.
It was Sasha.
Apparently, that was
wasn't it?
Tamina. I
Nice.
thought Sasha was in maybe a faction with Paige.
Paige and Becky and Charlotte were.
Oh,
in that
Attribution, is it? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. It's in my head. It's keep pushing that it's Paige and Sasha. I'm not really sure, but
I wanna say
I'll have a
Nia-
little look after. And
I'm
Yeah,
going to
I'm
say
not really
Nia
sure.
Jax. Nia Jax as one of them.
Yeah.
AJ Lee, maybe.
no way. Surely I'm an AJ. Stop.
Trish Stratus is a fucking shoe-in, right? Trish Stratus has got to be a shoe-in.
Surely, right?
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
Trish and Paige and WrestleMania would be good.
Stacey Keebler to win the Rumble, lads. Can you imagine?
That's it.
Kelly.
Kelly, yeah. You know, I'd love to see in it, guys. You know, I'd love to see in it. It would be Jazz. I would love, because I don't think Jazz ever got a fair crack the whip in WWE.
Yeah.
I'd love to see.
Sable's spotted in St. Louis as well. Sable.
Yeah, she's down the whip rock.
Yeah.
She didn't look any different. Doesn't look any different.
She's going to show up with the handprints. She's going to show up with the handprints and distract everybody.
Yeah.
Obviously, Michelle is in it. Michelle is Franker.
I want to see AJ Lee coming back solely because I actually met her up in Dublin and we have the exact same favorite Pokemon. So I'm going to go with her.
Well, I mean, that's a good reason as anyone else.
Were you both?
You know what I mean?
Were you both hunting Pokemon?
Well, Pokemon
Matt was hunting
Go was
something
the
else.
thing. But if Pokemon Go was happening, then we would definitely go hunting Pokemon. So that'd be a great meetup anywhere that would be.
Excellent. So before we go completely off the rails, it's been fabulous catching up with everybody. We've had a long old break, but great to kind of chew the beef over what's going to happen this weekend. Very, very happy to tell you all that the Wrestleslam crew will be at the Macau in Cork City Centre tomorrow to watch the Royal Rumble from early on right through to the very end. We might film a few bits. We might keep you up to date. Jerry, tell us all about what's happening at the Macau.
Yeah, so look, we don't know if the pre-show has been announced yet, but we are kicking off the fun from 11:59 p.m. I always do 11:59 p.m. because, look, it confuses people when you say 12 a.m.
Yeah.
So 11:59 p.m. makes sense, right? We are going to be there. Luckily enough, the Macau is opened. At this moment in time, they normally do close a bit earlier, but they're going to stay open that bit later for us. They normally do stay up till 6 o'clock in the morning, but look, there's issues with staff. On the night, they will stay up until 5 a.m. for us, so we can all watch the Rumble in peace. Have a great night. It's limited capacity for the screening because, look, in the area where we're watching it, it's obviously there's so many seats, so many people can stand. But look, it's a beautiful facility. It's the only place, I believe, in Ireland, and that's no bullshit. I believe it's the only place in Ireland. Now, there's normally two places. Yeah. It is the Macau and the place in Dublin. But I do believe this time around for Rumble, it's the only place in Ireland that will be showing the Royal Rumble live. You can get the tickets on Eventbrite. .co.uk, but look, just go on to the Twitter page, Wrestleslam, or the Instagram page, or the Facebook page. The link is there. I think there's about 20 tickets left, and that's pushing it. So 20 tickets left. We'll see everyone there. We'll all be there. We'll try and get a bit of momentum going. Look, there's fans there already. I've seen the names. I've seen the people that have got the tickets. I know some familiar faces that do tune into the Wrestleslam podcast. So look, bring it on Saturday night. We're just over 24 hours away. Is it 26 hours? 28? Yeah, 28 hours. Yep. So bring it on.
And we would say make sure you actually have a big dinner. Make sure you're well fed because we don't want your stomach to be royal rumbling.
I love it. I love it. And look, food and drink will be sponsored.
If you're watching the podcast tomorrow night when it goes out, it'll be a couple of hours time. It's happening.
Yeah, it's happening. So yeah, guys, huge weekend in wrestling, regardless of who you're a fan of, who you're not a fan of, you're a big fan of, everyone knows about the Royal Rumble. It's always fun, it's interactive, it's a good laugh, gets us all involved, gets us excited about the road to WrestleMania. So let's just sit back, relax, enjoy it, speculate it, and have a bit of fun because life's too short otherwise. So from everybody here at the Wrestleslam podcast, have a great wrestling weekend. Make sure and find us on Twitter and follow us on Twitter. Lots of exciting new things coming up and lots of exciting news coming up over the coming weeks as well. Find us on Facebook as well. Make sure and sign up on YouTube if you're not already. What are you doing? Sign up, subscribe, and follow us as well. And don't forget Insta. So for myself, being Sensational Queen Lizzie, Booker G, 5 times. Phil Meltzer, tell us, Phil, what's the inside scoop? He knows it, everyone. He's in Vince's and Tony K's pocket. We've got Matt. He likes it extreme. He likes it hardcore. Murphy. And Mick. All he wants is one chance, lad. Mick Stone, all he wants is one chance. And of course, the boss, the patron himself. It's Jerry. He's got kids calling. All of us from Wrestleslam, lads, have a fab weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Hello there, this is Matt from Wrestleslam. And outside of talking about what should and what should not go on in professional wrestling, I am both supported and working with Co-Foundation. If you don't know what Co-Foundation is, They're Just That is a foundation based in Ireland. We work with lads with disabilities and we support lads with disabilities, be it through living, studying, and even working in any way we can. And this year we are putting together a big challenge from the start of February. It's going to be the 300,000 step challenge. And I'm encouraging you guys to join in. I'll be part of it. I'm lucky enough to be one of the team leaders and ambassadors for this amazing challenge. If you'd like to have more info, it's on the Cup Foundation website and it's marked underneath the 300,000 step challenge. The rules are very simple, very easy to read through, and you can register now if you like to, or whenever you can. Again, it'll be at the start of February, so I'm encouraging you guys to join along any way you can. And if you are joining, you might even get one of these bad boys. One of these bad boys. How about? So feel free to register, guys, and let's roll on to the Royal Rumble. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye-bye.